All right, thanks for staying with us. Welcome back to the show. This right here is eSplash. And, learning how to overcome and manage your emotions is one of the best things that can happen to you, especially in this new year. As long as you're a slave to your emotions, you will never feel like you're in charge of your life, as you always see something wrong. And that can hinder progressive movement. It is a new year, so let's come correct. And that's why we've put together 5 key emotions you must overcome to take charge of your emotional life. This is Daily Top 5.
4, 3, 2, 1, watch me.
So first up, we have anger. Anger helps us to establish boundaries with others. People who don't express their anger are fond of bottling things up until they end up exploding like a volcano over the slightest provocation. So it is quite important to express your anger, but the key is expressing it the right way through the power of emotional intelligence. Funny thing is, I was having a conversation with someone about this. That was it yesterday or today? And we're talking about bottling things up. And I used to do that in the past. And I found out that when I bottle things up, what you don't even expect me to react to is what I used to react to. So it comes and people are like, why are you reacting to that? But they don't know the backstory, that there's a lot that's happened in the past. So I feel like we all need to learn to stop bottling things up, and when things happen, face it head on, let it go, and move on. Because when you bottle things up, it's not even good for you as a person, not to talk about your relationship with other people.
I completely agree. I don't know why when you said anger first. I just remember that video of Steve Harvey on his show that somebody answered something. Anger. He said, why do we say anything with so much energy? But yeah, I agree. Bottling things up only just kills you. I used to do it as well because I used to feel like if I talk now, they'll say that my own is too much. I mean, if you think my own is too much, I'm so sorry. But if you offend me, I'm going to let you know that you offended me, and it's that simple. Why? Because I don't want to harbor it in my heart. I don't carry it in my chest. I don't want to die early in my life. I don't want to, you see this youth going on my face. I'm not trying to spoil it, give myself frown lines. Yeah. So the secret to my beauty is that, I just I don't hold in anger.
You avoid the hunger.
Hunger.
Number 2 on our list, pain. Yes, throughout your life, you're going to be confronted with pain in different forms. If you do not learn how to deal with your pain, you're always going to go about looking like you've been hit by a truck each time you are confronted with pain. So learn how to deal with it in the very best way.
Very true. People need to learn how to deal with pain, and there are different levels of pain. There's pain from just people you talk to naturally, and then there's the most hurting pain is that one from people close to you, people you care about. Because when they do things, you do not expect it. So it hits you, it's like a jab in your heart. So we need to learn how to deal with pain, that kind of pain, because if you always let it come and you just let it go,
it can spoil you.
It can spoil your day, your week, your month. So let's just learn how to deal with pain and how to deal with situations. Next on our list, number 3, we have unhappiness. When it comes to our emotions, happiness seems to be the coolest kid on the block. We all want to be happy, but then your desperate need for happiness, and especially seeking it in the wrong places, will lead to a life full of misery. So there's something that people that know me they call me happy child. Because no matter what happens, I try my very best to stay happy, because happiness is key. Happiness is free, like we always say on the show, and there is nothing like holding the key to your happiness. When you start letting other people hold the key to your happiness or control your happiness, that is when you experience more sadness. Because when people know that they can make you happy, for someone to make you happy, they can also make you sad. So they start feeling on top of the world. So just try to find your happiness and stay happy.
All right, so I'm going to say this as well. When it comes to happiness, happiness is very subjective.
Yes, it is.
Happiness is what you make it. Don't look at other people and say, oh my God, that person is so happy. I wish I was as happy as them. Half the time, you don't really know what's going on. That person might not actually be as happy. There are people that are very good at looking like they're happy and they're actually not. So find what makes you personally happy. Forget about everybody else.
All right. Still giving you tips on how to live your very best life this year. Number 4, things you should avoid. Fear. Everyone is afraid of something. Fear is very normal. The only time it becomes abnormal is when it cripples you and stops you from going after your dreams.
This is very true.
So do that thing take that step. In this year, 2022, you need to take it down and take the next step. Well, just do it. That's what we're going with this conversation.
And then, see you doing adverts for, just do it.
Sign me.
Okay.
2022.
Well, another thing with fear is fear also works hand in hand with procrastination. When you're always afraid, unconsciously, you're already procrastinating. I'll do this thing later because you don't know what the end result will be and you're afraid of failure. It's normal to be afraid of failure, but when you fail and you keep trying, you will get it right. And this leads to procrastination. So don't be afraid. Face your fears. And then things will go well for you. Trust me.
Record that song.
Not everybody.
It can be bigger than.
No, he's talking of himself.
It can be bigger than Davido.
So he wants to come
No,
back.
I'm still retired. I'm not coming out of retirement.
So what
Except my baby decides that, you know what?
Your baby.
I need a line from you on my next project.
Sorry, which of the babies?
Fenty and Robin.
Oh, okay. Not
That's
Megan.
Rihanna, by the way.
Not Megan again.
No, Megan, we broke up since now.
Okay, let's move
But she's
on.
begging me.
Megan.
Okay. Megan
yeah.
is begging him. That's the latest gist. Number 5 on our list on mindfulness. The key to overcoming difficult emotions is mindfulness. Just be mindful and what things fall in place with yourself.
Yeah.
This is very, very accurate.
Be very vigilant, plan, and of course, it's going to be the very best year for you.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
they
then
will
sometimes you might not even plan, but when things happen and you try to take control of the situation,
Yeah.
things will go well. So always try to take control of situations. There are so many unforeseen circumstances that you would have no control over, but the ones you have control over, try to make it work in your favor and you will be happy.